Tato. Hey, it's great to see you again. I've got another fabulous book to read. It's called Tidy. It's written and illustrated by Emily Gravitt, and it is a twohootsbook.com publication. It's very cool because it has got these holes in it. Let's read it and find out. Tidy. Here's our opening page. Isn't that cool? Oh my goodness, do you know what? Looks like we're in a forest. Wow, that is amazing. Let's read our story. Deep in the forest lived a badger called Pete, who tidied and cleaned and kept everything neat. He tidied the flowers by checking each patch and snipping off anything that didn't quite match. Hey, this is a rhyming book. Oh, I'm so pleased. He tidied the fox by grooming his fur. He untangled each knot and each twig and each burr. He tidied the birds from the big to the small by brushing their beaks and then bathing them all. It's a bit of a neat freak, isn't he? He picked up stray sticks and he swept and he rubbed. He polished the rocks and he scoured and he scrubbed. Oh my goodness, look, he's got a very long vacuum cleaner hose and he's trying to vacuum up all the leaves. So, when a leaf fell, well, oh, and guess what? We've got an ellipsis. If you remember, an ellipsis is 3 dots after a word that lets us know that there is some more to come. Well, oh no, what's he going to do? Look at all the leaves falling. Pete tidied up. Oh my goodness, look at all the big leaf piles. But still, he wasn't happy. Now the trees looked bare and scrappy. And so, to make it all look neat, Pete undertook a mighty feat. Oh, I wonder what he's going to do. Let's turn the page and find out. He dug up every single tree. That's not good. Oh dear, Pete, what have you done? But then it rained. There was a flood. Oh, I'm not surprised. If we take all the trees away. And afterwards, a lot of mud. Oh dear, Pete. That wasn't good. Pete called in the diggers. He called in the mixers. He called in the concrete, the rakers and the fixers. Oh, I wonder if they're going to fix it properly, like it was before. Let's see. No mud, no leaves, no mess, no trees. Perfectly tidy and perfectly neat. This forest is practically perfect, said Pete. But where are the trees? Can't be a forest if there's no trees. I'm hungry, he thought. I deserve a treat. So he hunted around for something to eat. But the beetles and worms that he usually found were under the concrete, deep in the ground. And so Pete decided to go home instead. They couldn't have dinner, he'd go straight to bed. But when he arrived and took out his key, there wasn't a door where the door used to be. Oh dear, he's made a big mistake. Not your best work, Pete. Later that night, Pete tossed and he turned. His belly was empty and it rumbled and churned. As he lay in his mixer, wide awake, he started to think, I have made a mistake. So, and there's our friend at the ellipsis again. The very next morning, when it got light, he set about trying to put everything right. Oh dear, look at all that concrete broken up. What a lot of effort. Then the animals came, from the strong to the weak, and they lent him a paw, or a claw, or a beak. I'm wondering if they can actually replant those trees they pulled out. At least they're giving it a go. They put everything back as it has always been, but maybe less ordered and not quite as clean. And Pete, well, he promised to tidy up less, but if he succeeded is anyone's guess. And that is the end of that. I'm wondering, do we tidy up our forests too much, or should we let just nature take its course? That is something to think about, isn't it? Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this story. I quite like Pete. Until next time, ka kite.